It's finally happened. Yesterday, after nearly 1.5 years, the Minecraft World Record was broken with a time of 6 minutes and 50 seconds by speedrunner Lowkey. And today, I, an average speedrunner with a personal best of 15 minutes, I'm going to be attempting to speedrun the world record seed, while I know everything about it. Can I even get remotely close to the world record? Probably not, but we will see, and I hope you guys enjoy the commentary. Alright, before we get into the attempt, I should probably say that this was like my 25th attempt doing this challenge, which in itself might seem a lot, but I kind of took a break from speedrunning for like 3 months, and I came back and started doing this challenge and speedrunning the seed, which was really fun and interesting. So yeah, I just hope that you enjoy the attempt. So, we load into the world, and obviously I already know where the buried treasure is, so I'm just going to traverse to the location and try and actually get the buried treasure. Luckily this spawn was actually near the buried treasure as well, so which was pretty good. I did some pretty great looting, if I do say so myself. That was really nice. I'm actually proud of that. In some attempts there were occasions where I was just terrible at the looting, and I just had to reset the entire run because of it. So yeah, here I'm making my crafting table to start making some basic tools with some pretty basic search crafting. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but I mean, yeah, it is good for a player at my level at least. Now I get shears and I try to get some leaves, which would be really beneficial for me to use as blocks in the nether, because yeah, we're gonna do some building, trust me. Now here I'm gonna log down some trees. For some logs, obviously I would preferably want 8 to 10, but here I get 11, which is just great. Make a boat, doors, and we are pretty much ready to start going to the magma ravine. At I think a minute and like 10 seconds ish, which is pretty good. I don't think it's my fastest pace, but it's not terrible as well, so I'll take it. Now something to note here is that the world record holder Lowkey, which by the way is an exceptional player, like go check him out. Check out the initial original run as well, link in the description. He has already entered the nether right now, exactly at this moment, and I'm just getting flint, which just goes to show how insane and cracked Lowkey is at the video game. My flint rate here is not the best. It could have been better. I've had attempts where I just got flint first try as well, but anyhow, we are making our way down the magma ravine. Make my portal in a different spot than the original world record spawn. Here I make my first mistake. Now here's the thing, I can't let you guys have this information, or I can't let you know why I made that mistake, because it's just top level information. We can't let I make another mistake. We can't let this information get into the wrong hands, people. All right, just trust me. I shake my mouse here, like, what the hell is this? I make 2 mistakes, which I'm pretty sure this is like the only time I make these 2 mistakes. And this is the run that actually made it into the video, so this is just amazing. Anyhow, we are entering the nether at 2 minutes and 23 seconds, which for me is below average. My average nether entries are like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I think. But yeah, we are currently making our way to the bastion with a little bit of a bridging to do. This is why we got the leaves. As I said in the beginning of the run, it's really important. It's really underrated actually to get leaves in a speedrun, and honestly in general you can use them as blocks. It's cool. Anyway, we are in the bastion. I make my way up. I try to get some stuff, obsidian, gold, and gold armor, so that the pigs won't attack me, and I go and loot the second chest. What am I doing? Okay, I panicked. Anyway, I get the obsidian in the chest, so now we have 10 obsidian, so we can just make the nether portal in the location, which by the way we already know. Now, while I'm gonna go and get the gold chalice over there, I should probably talk about the world record a bit. Yeah, it is crazy. After 1.5 years, it was beaten. And you know what's the most interesting thing about this? Is that a week before this world record happened, there was a run from a speedrunner named Skycraps, which if that run had been completed, I simply don't think that no run was gonna top that. I think that would have been the end of RSG speedruns. I just don't see how that run could have been beaten. If I'm being honest. It would have been with a time of, I think, 6 minutes and 15 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, which is just a category killer. That's just a crazy attempt. But the reasoning for that The reason for that run actually not being completed is because he actually, well, he did complete the run, but he ended up dying to an Enderman after killing the Ender Dragon. But yeah, that was crazy. And here I'm doing a bastion route called Donkey Kong. The reason for the name is that you kind of build a bridge which looks like a Donkey Kong level. But yeah, it's really beneficial in this kind of bastions. And that is the exact route that the world record holder Lowkey does in the world record as well. So here I lure all the bastions, all the piglins to the trading hole, and I start trading with them. But yeah, as I was saying, if that run by Skycrabs, actually would have happened a week ago, this run would not be the world record right now, which is crazy to say. I actually felt really bad for Skycrabs when I watched that run, because he finished the run. As I said, he killed the Ender Dragon, but he didn't realize that he had looked at an Enderman before actually, doing the whole one cycle. No, it wasn't one cycle; it was a zero cycle. Yeah, he looked at an Enderman, and he was in the end fountain, celebrating his victory, celebrating his crazy world record, just to be killed by an Enderman before entering the end fountain. Anyhow, we got everything we need from the bastion, and we are now off to the fortress with some beautiful pearling. That pearl could have probably been better. Anyway, here I was gonna pearl there, but there's a wither skeleton that way, so I'm just gonna make my way to the other kind of ridge portion of the fortress. I don't really know what it's called. I make my way there, and I try to go to the blaze spawner at 5 minutes and like 50 seconds. The world record holder is already at the stronghold, by the way. Oh, here there's a wither skeleton there. I think that's like the only time I had a wither skeleton there, which is quite funny. I'm trying to kill blazes. My blaze rates actually in these attempts were horrible. Here I go like 2 for 2, maybe even 3 for 3. I don't really remember. It wasn't 6 for 6 though. This is crazy. If you don't know, a blaze has a 50% chance of dropping a blaze rod each time they are killed. And in the world record, Lowkey went 6 for 6, which is insane. And that is what got him the world record, because he actually beat the previous record by, I think, only like 10 seconds, 11 seconds to be exact. So yeah, that blaze rod, they came in clutch. Here I have 4. I'm organizing my inventory. I'm trying to get everything in place here. I'm throwing away all the trash, and I'm also getting blocks for something called a zero cycle, which I'm going to be attempting. It is by far the hardest thing to learn and to perform in Minecraft speedrunning, and honestly, I'm not that good at it. I'm gonna say it. I'm not good at it at all. But I just have to go for it. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to wait for a perch, and that is just simply not consistent enough. See, as you see, I'm trying to get the nether bricks here while waiting for the blaze rods to appear. But yeah, it's summer. Yeah, I don't know why I just switched the topic that fast, but there's gonna be more videos coming up on the channel. So if you're enjoying this, make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna be uploading a lot more in the coming months. Again, I'm clearing out the spawning area. I could have blaze bedded here, actually. Why didn't I blaze bed? I just kind of forgot. That was crazy. Wow, this could have been like hella faster. Okay, well, that's just a bit embarrassing, to be honest. But I think I get my 6th blaze right there, and yeah, we are off to go to the nether portal location. Here I'm trying to make my way to the coordinates of nether portal, because as I said, I already know where to go to make another portal, and it will spawn me directly inside of the stronghold. Here I'll try to pearl here, accidentally hit a pig, awesome. Just couldn't have gone any better. I could have died here actually if there were more pigmen, but luckily it doesn't end up mattering, and because we're already practically at the coordinates. I forgot to mention that the world record holder has already beaten the game like a minute and a half ago, and I'm just getting into the stronghold. How skillful am I? Truly, the greatest player of the generation. Amazing. Anyhow, we are in the stronghold at 8 minutes and 30 seconds, which I'm not sure if it's my fastest time ever. I don't really keep track of the stronghold enters, but we are here, and I'm preparing for a zero cycle. As I already said before, the hardest thing to do in Minecraft speedrunning by far. I'm getting ready, I eat food, I make the Eyes of Ender, I have my blocks in my inventory, my ender pearls, my beds. I have everything prepared to go for this extremely, no, actually it's not extremely difficult, but it is fairly difficult to hit for a player at my level. I pause the game to like lock in and like actually focus, and I make the first pearl. Good enough first pearl. It's not the best, but it is good enough. Horrible second pearl, but I make it up with an amazing recovery pearl, and we are just suddenly back into the game. I make my way to the coordinates. I try to get my way to the 0 cycle spot. I mess up a bit, doesn't matter. We are here, just in time, and I explode my first bed. Good damage. Second bed. Good enough. Third bed. Again amazing damage. And there I go and bottle it with the fourth bed. And that is when the run dies. Yeah, I didn't actually complete this because of a simple mistake that I made during the 0 cycle. Now I actually wasn't going to upload this, but I thought that I should because I feel like most of YouTube is filled with videos of people's success. None of them actually show their failures. So yeah, here's it is. A failed attempt of the world record speedrun. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe. Peace out. Also, let's be real, if I beat it, it would have been like 3 minutes off of the actual time anyway, so it wouldn't have really mattered that much.